All right, we're back again. It's Tony, and to my right, as always, is
Ron.
Ron wearing his New World Order T-shirt. Great radio. So what's going on, man? What you been up to the last week?
Work, getting ready for Christmas, spending a lot of money.
Spending a lot of money.
I didn't go to any stores though. I ordered everything online. Ordered everything online. Sent it to my mom's house. This way it didn't get lost. And I told her I'll be there Monday morning to wrap it. So
there you go. Problem solved.
That's it.
Did you mail her gift with it?
No, my sister has her gift. My mother's birthday is Christmas Day also.
Oh, happy birthday to your mother.
Yeah, thank you. I'll let her know. But it's not that simple like for Christmas, you know what I mean? Because now it's Christmas and the birthday, so...
It's a pain in the ass, man. My mom's birthday was last night.
It's not a pain in the ass, but it's like you can't... Like, you gotta go big, you know what I mean? Like, I hope she is not listening, but I'm not 100% sure of everything we got her. Like, I know a couple things, but, you know. But anyway, it's at my sister's house. It's safe, and we're good to go for the weekend.
Oh, there we go. So that's good. Ron's mom's birthday, Capricorn. Like my mom's birthday was yesterday.
Happy birthday to your
mom. So happy belated birthday, Mom, even though I saw you yesterday. And I know you're out there listening, hanging on to every word. But because I had to get her stuff, and then I got her Christmas gift today.
There you go. So you know how it's a struggle.
And then my dad's birthday is the 29th.
My cousin's birthday is the 29th, but he's not getting anything. Yeah.
Sorry, Lou. The Capricorns, they're all over the place, yeah. But saw an interesting video this week. It was going pretty viral on Facebook.
Yeah. There was it originated from the podcast, the Pat McAfee Show. For everybody that doesn't know, Pat McAfee is the former punter for the Indianapolis Colts. Retired a little early after some surgeries, but when he played, he was one of the best punters in the league. Pat McAfee was being asked questions about the Simpsons predicted it stuff and all the stuff that Matt Groening has written into the Simpsons that has wound up coming true. He's got a original opinion about it.
I don't think it's more than original. It's like beyond coincidental. I think that's the word that he used actually. If it's a coincidence, it's one or two things. But he went on and on about so many different topics and so many different things that the Simpsons actually got right.
He made some good points, and I
don't believe her.
I don't want to reveal what his theory was. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play about 5 minutes from the Pat McAfee Show that we want you to hear.
I think we should disclose that we are not the owners of this intellectual property.
No, we're not.
And I don't know we don't have a lawyer here, so we're just gonna roll with that and hope we're covered.
That's one way.
That's one way.
All right. So with that said, here it is.
Check this out. Check this out, guys.
Latham went in. Let's just go through some things that if something happens one time, anomaly. Happens 2 times, it's like, oh, okay, maybe. But whenever there's a trend of 18 plus, 20 plus things being predicted, you gotta go like, hey, Groening, the gig's up. We know. You're a time traveler. Just tell us. Bro, I just want to talk to you. I got so many questions. Siegfried and Roy tiger attack. Do you remember that?
Of course.
Do you remember back in the day how tight Siegfried and Roy were with their tigers? It was like every main story was like, oh, these tigers are the best behaved animals on earth. Blah, blah, blah. Simpsons in 1993 said the tiger is going to turn. This little friendly tiger is going to become an enemy of Siegfried and Roy quickly, and it's going to happen. 2003 it actually happened. Autocorrect errors, 1994. Before you could even play Snake on the gray little box phone, they predicted that autocorrect will happen on your phone. Are you kidding me? Didn't happen until 2007. FaceTime, 1995. Not even a thought. I don't even know if anybody knew what the fuck the internet was in 1995. They said, don't worry, you'll be carrying around a device where you will be face-to-face with somebody on the opposite side of Earth. 1995, they said that. 2010, it happened. Faulty voter machines. 2008, they predicted it. 2012, it became the forefront of conversation in a big, big way. Florida, how's it going, by the way? I assume these voter machines have been up in question for a long, long time, but they just knew that it was going to come to fruition in 2012. The God particle.
That's
now,
crazy.
This is the big one. Ty Schmidt did research. He said the God particle is the absolute reason why he is 1,000% a time traveler. Homer Simpson got up there like fucking Matt Damon in that movie where they have that
Good Will Hunting,
and draws up this equation for what the God particle is. What is the God particle?
Yeah, it's basically this equation that essentially like explains how the universe was created.
And they did that in 1998, and the exact equation happens in 2012.
That's unheard of.
14 years ahead of time, they got Homer Simpson up there looking like that goddamn janitor from Harvard, solving equations up on a chalkboard, and 14 years later, it's like, yeah, that's actually how the universe was founded. It's like, wait a fucking minute, little comedy writer with the goddamn yellow cartoon, bro? That's insane. The NSA spying scandal. Everybody knew that the Patriot Act was like in existence, but nobody had a clue that NSA literally knows everything about you. Every dick you've sent has been seen by some government agency, but it wasn't always like that. We didn't know that everything was getting spied on, Sean. Nobody knew that.
I didn't know.
They predicted that in 2007, 2013 it happened. Smartwatches, 1995 they said it would happen. 2014 they came to fruition. America's Ebola outbreak, 1997 they said it. 2014. Do you remember when Ebola hit? It was literally
hospitals like shutting down.
They had people wearing like hazmat suits, carrying people around because they were scared Ebola was possible. In the modern world, this was happening. Years and years and years and years ago, Matt Groening said this is going to happen. The FIFA corruption scandal, 2014, they called it. 2015, it came all crashing down. Everybody knew they were getting their pockets greased, making decisions, sending a World Cup to a goddamn desert. Qatar, sending
the fuck out of here.
175. Yeah, it'll work. Yeah, this decision was made with the game's integrity at heart, not money at all. Not at all.
Yeah. What could be worse than? What could be better than playing soccer in 180-degree weather?
I don't think there's anything better than that. Good for the game too. Qatar could really be a fast-growing place for soccer. You know, it's probably a good idea to do that. I'm sure there was no money involved. Matt Groening said it's going to happen. It happened. Greece's debt default. 2012 they called it. 2015 it happened. That's the so many countries out there, by the way. They picked Greece, the exact country to happen. Trump's presidency, 2000, they called it. 2016, it came to fruition. You've all seen the tapes of Bart Simpson. The Simpsons called this President Trump out there, and everybody probably looked at, those Simpsons guys are so funny. Bang, 16 years later, it is about to happen. It goes down. Lady Gaga Super Bowl halftime show, 2012, they called it. 2017. I think we all knew that she was born this way. She would probably get the halftime show at some point, but to the details that they had. These are not coincidences. Coincidences. I don't know how you pronounce it.
How the fuck do they know this stuff?
It's
gotta be a time traveler.
Matt Groening is a time traveler. I have so many fucking...
All right.
I think we get the point.
Yeah.
Ron's gonna go over and put on the Instagram live feed, but in the Pat McAfee show, the video of it, while he's going over the description, if you want to go back and watch the video, do it later. First of all, after you listen to us. But while they're doing it, he's showing the pictures of the Simpsons as they had it in the TV show, to how the prediction actually came to fruition. And the crazy one was.
Real quick, that's at Pat McAfee Show, one word, on Instagram. And
the crazy part about it, the Trump one I thought it was funny like last year, but the way they got the details of the campaign like poster where it says Trump, it's like the same exact one.
The Greek debt part was kind of crazy because, like he said, there's so many countries out there. Like there's so many countries. I don't know how many, but I feel like it's like 136.
There's at least a couple of dozen.
But yeah, at least maybe one or two. But it's just wild. It's just so wild, and I'm fully on board. I think I believe
the God particle.
The God particle, right? The God particle, the thing that supposedly started everything. Like, there's no way to guess. There's no way to guess everything. There's no way to guess. It doesn't happen.
The God particle one is Homer Simpson writing on a chalkboard.
Like equation, he said, like Good Will Hunting.
The equation to the God particle, which came out like 15 years later.
Right.
That shit is crazy. I don't know what to make of it. You have to watch the videos.
It is what it is. Pat McAfee said it. Matt Groening. is a time traveler.
I feel like I need to watch The Simpsons now.
I know.
Learn about the future more.
Right. Well, he goes on to talk about if The Simpsons ever says anything about any sports team winning anything, like, bet on that fucking team because you're going to win some money because Matt Groening is a time traveler. And he just predicts everything and it doesn't make any sense.
The God Particle one is really, it's my mind is blown with the God Particle one. Probably more than anything else that he said. Because you could kind of like even make arguments. Oh, Greece, they could have like looked at their economic trends.
I guess.
Trump,
but
Trump
it was 10 years in advance.
Yeah. But yeah, the thing...
Trump, I think they even said Trump in Fresh Prince at one point that he was like going to be president. Or they said,
the point of even what he's saying, there's so many of them.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't... It's just crazy. It's just crazy. The FaceTime I could see because even in like Back to the Future, they didn't have FaceTime, but they had the video calling. But he got fired over the video, Marty McFly's father. And
that's kind of you could kind of
you could kind of see that coming. Like the Jetsons, I'm sure had some shit that they probably got right, but like he named a lot of stuff. I like, oh my god, I could barely even remember everything. To be honest with you.
Yeah, he wanted to talk about 9/11.
9/11.
The magazine.
Right, 9/11. They literally had planes flying into the buildings in the cartoon. In The Simpsons, they had planes. Like, there's some stuff on there that's just unbelievable. Like right now, I want to play it again and like listen to it again.
I know. I had to, when the first time I saw it, I had to listen to it a couple of times, and then when they're showing the images, you really get a visual for it. Like it's not just cloudy like Nostradamus predictions when it's like, oh, I saw two birds fly.
Right. Like it's specific.
It's very specific.
He said, how about that? Fox buying Marvel. The Fox Marvel takeover.
They did some. There was another one that they mentioned. Was it Fox buying Marvel?
That's what he said.
That's what he said.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what he said. Like, how do you predict that?
No.
How do you predict that?
I know you. It was I know. I don't know. I'm lost for words.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, but we'd like to hear what everybody else thinks about it because I believe Matt Groening is a time traveler, and there's probably more. With all this crazy alien stuff going on right now, you're going to tell me people can't time travel? You people believe in aliens, but you don't believe in time travel? Get out of here. Matt Groening is the time traveler. He might be the time traveler.
What better way to do it, too, than with a cartoon show?
Right, and just put it in everybody's face in plain sight.
And that show's been around forever. Yeah, right. It's like it's ahead of its time.
Yeah, right, exactly. It's been around. Only he knows when it's going to end because he's a time traveler. 100%. I don't even question it.
It's hard to question it.
Because Pat McAfee made a pretty convincing argument about it.
He made a pretty convincing argument. If the flux capacitor, is it the flux or is it the flux?
In what?
Back to the Future.
Flux.
The flux capacitor. It is the flux. If it exists.
1.21 gigawatts, in case you were wondering.
55 miles per hour.
No.
85.
Yes.
Okay. I knew it was divisible by 5, just like the God particle.
Was it 85? It might have been 88, to be honest with you. I think it was 88. I think it was 5. It was 1985.
1985. And
it was back 88 miles an hour. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they also predicted did they predict the Cubs on the right year, or was it the year before they got it?
No, it was the year before. No, yeah, it was the year before. It was the year before. They were in the World Series, I believe, though.
No, the Mets were.
Oh, right. Yeah, the Mets beat the Cubs, right.
Shout out to Yoenis Cespedes.
All right, well, that shit was crazy.
You know what?
It was just nuts.
What I would do, if I had a time machine, I would go back to when Bitcoin was a quarter, and I would invest a lot of money into Bitcoin.
I would too, and then I'd pull it out as fast as soon as it went up, because I'm not a believer still.
You're still not a believer?
I mean, we talked a little bit. We don't like to talk about the stuff we're going to talk about before we record, but we talked a little bit about cryptocurrency. We had a conversation before we started recording. You talked me in a little bit, but I'm still not even close.
No, and that's fine. And then I wouldn't want anybody to feel pressured to get involved in it, but the way I looked at it, the gold market cap for gold right now is $7.1 trillion. To me, that's like the minimum that whatever the cryptocurrency market cap is going to reach, and right now it's like $500 billion.
Okay,
it's nowhere near that. So we're still in like the infancy, I believe, of the crypto monetary revolution, the way it works. And I just want to run down some interesting coins
Well, let me ask you a question before you do that, just off of what you just said. Did I just throw you off?
No, go ahead.
Okay. You said you think the cap will be bigger, right? You said you think the cap will be bigger for cryptocurrency than it is for gold.
Yeah.
How can you put a cap on it?
Well, you can't really put a cap on it.
That's what...
But the cap, what do you mean? I don't understand what you're saying.
Like, how can... Because it's not a physical thing. It's not an actual, like... You know what I mean? How can you cap it? How can you limit something?
It's technology.
Control it, basically, is what I'm asking.
Like, the dollars... Like, banks have, like, a fractional reserve system now. So, if you have X amount of dollars... If there's X amount of dollars being held at a bank... It doesn't necessarily mean that the bank has the physical dollar bills.
True.
And it's in that regard, I think that principle is similar. But it's a technology. It's a technology that there's some issues with it, of course. But in the community, it's a little bit divided. The Bitcoin community. There's like all splits. There's nothing called Bitcoin Cash. But there's a lot of promising technologies that are being developed and different types of blockchains that are being used. And I want to do a quick crypto minute, if you will, a rundown of some interesting coins that were in the news that made a lot of progress. And also want to disclose our lawyer isn't here because we don't have one. This shouldn't be taken as financial.
He's on retainer.
He's on retainer, and this shouldn't be confused for financial advice. Vergecoin up 430% since the start of the week. Known for their the privacy the privacy factors. They have this Wraith protocol that they're getting ready to release, or they're releasing it in phases, and it lets you like anonymous transactions. It's a big part of big community for privacy coins. Ripple up 51%. Ripple is kind of like when Bitcoin's doing well. I feel like Ripple is a little bit on behind Bitcoin, but when Ripple's not doing well, Bitcoin it seems to be having gains, and they're up to over $1. They were at 22 cents about 2 weeks ago, I believe. I remember because I was trying to buy it and I was having all types of issues. And Bitcoin down 24% for this week, so they're hovering around 15,000 at the time of the podcast being recorded. But a lot of coins are still making progress, and it should be pretty interesting to see what type of progress is made with some other coins. Another one, Zap token, a smart contract technology that allows users to keep their data that they contribute to the blockchain. But I think the cryptocurrencies are I think it's going to be interesting to watch what keeps happening. A lot of people panic. A lot of people get nervous when they see the market fluctuate, and it's a very volatile market, but it's definitely
it scares me.
It is scary. It is scary. There's days when I'm like looking at it and I'm nervous, but
the good news is if you want to know what's gonna blow up, you could probably just watch The Simpsons.
Yes. Once that's what we got to keep watching to see if they talk about anything that's relatable to Bitcoin.
Yeah, or any cryptocurrency at all. If they even mention it, just that's it. Something's up.
Yeah, exactly. So that's it. I want to just talk about cryptocurrencies because it seems to be to the forefront of the news. Especially Bitcoin was like less than $1, not even a decade ago, and I had some, and I don't have. I'm working on getting more now.
How many people are in that situation that had some in the beginning? And
you told me a story about the dude.
Yeah, I had read a guy. I forgot what year it was, but he bought. I want to say $7,500 worth. I mean, don't quote me on any of this, but $7,500 worth of Bitcoin, and eventually his girlfriend told him like, "You're wasting your money, and it's not worth to keep putting money into. Throw out your hard drive.
Was he supposed to spend his money on
her on a ring?
On a ring. She could have got the biggest ring.
I know. Well, she didn't know. So this guy is whipped. And and took his hard drive and threw it out, and then a year later was trying to find it in the dumpster because it was worth like triple what he invested, and he's stupid.
Oh man,
yep,
ridiculous.
See,
and now a guy could have been worth
a millionaire,
multi-millions. But that's it for crypto. We know we got some crypto followers.
We have the potential to have an interesting future on the podcast. I'll just say that with
absolutely.
As far as cryptocurrency, so it's something that Tony specifically is going to keep up with.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's all we'll say for that. But keep your eyes open when we're on Instagram, and keep your ears listening when we're over the network.
Yeah.
So what else is going on in the news? Did you notice anything else? Anything big that was discussed or
like something kind of ridiculous?
Yeah, ridiculousness. Let's go to the ridiculousness.
How about Mayweather going to the UFC? How about that?
He can earn $1 billion if he fights 4 fights.
That's what he says. But you gotta fight 4 fights first, and this dude would get knocked the fuck out in the UFC. I'm a huge fan of him as a boxer. Huge fan. Yeah. I loved all his fights, like all the ones that people critiqued and they said were boring. I'm a defensive-minded person. I like defensive football games. I like defensive hockey games. I like defensive baseball games. Give me low-scoring defensive games. So I enjoy watching Floyd Mayweather, and I like watching him play defense. And
it's fun. It was fun to watch. Like I only kind of around like his fights in the mid-30s when he was like 30-something.
Yeah. I'm not saying I watched his whole career,
but to see if anybody was going to be able to solve the puzzle.
Yeah. And the fact that everybody thought McGregor was going to be able to was ridiculous because he came out and do exactly what I thought he was going to do. He came out and did exactly what I thought he was going to do. Excuse me. And he rope-a-doped him for 3 or 4 rounds. And
he got caught with the one uppercut.
He got caught, but it's going to happen if you're going to let the guy throw punches over and over and over. You're going to get caught. I
thought it was a lot closer than it.
Yeah, but all right, put it this way: McGregor McGregor landed more punches than Pacquiao did against. Yeah. Right. So,
but do you think part of it's Mayweather's style?
Right. I was going to say, do you think that McGregor actually achieved that? Like, I don't. Mayweather let him hit him. He let him hit him a lot. Yeah. By the time the 5th, 6th round came, this dude was tired, and he could have knocked him out in the later rounds if he wanted to.
I don't. The one critique I'll say about McGregor, and I don't think it's been said enough. He's very loyal. He's got a great team. Owen Roddy is his striking coach for MMA, and I think he was primarily his boxing coach for this fight. But striking in MMA is different than boxing because striking is elbows, knees, right. Everything. I think he needed to bring in a high-level boxing coach if you're going to fight Floyd Mayweather in a boxing match.
I agree.
And I think that was the biggest mistake that he had. He was very loyal to his team. Maybe he should have brought in like a Freddie Roach type of figure.
Yeah, I don't think he was prepared well enough for it. But he also didn't have a lot of time. He didn't have as much time.
It happened quick. It did happen quick.
But what I had heard, I forgot where I heard it, and I forgot who said it, but it's a guy who trains MMA, and I had heard it on a show somewhere. I wish I could give him credit, but I can't. But what he had said was the biggest difference between boxing and MMA is that when you're fighting MMA, a lot of times you lead with a kick and then go for a takedown or a strike.
That alters the way you move your head and everything.
Right, it alters everything. Yeah. So in boxing, obviously, you're not going to lead with a kick. So the way you come in on a boxer,
different than
right. So that's why they were saying, like, just based off that alone, Mayweather has like the ultimate advantage. Just based off that alone, just based off the whole.
There's another analogy I heard. It's like when you're an adult and you go to tie your shoes, you just tie your shoes. When you're a kid and you go to tie your shoes, you think about tying your shoes.
Right.
Mayweather doesn't have to think about anything.
Yeah. He just ties his shoes. That's a good one. All right, so we teased a little bit on the Instagram Live. We're gonna cut it off. If you want to follow us,
Kitty Cartel. Shout out to Kitty Cartel.
My sister. Oh. Yeah, if you want to follow us at Ron_from_SI and at
Liberty Shaman Network. How you doing?
All right, just cut that off real quick. See you later. Just press the button on the bottom. Or you can do it that way.
I never did this.
Do it again. You gotta do it again. Oh, no, wait. No, that's nothing. All right, we're good. All right, so now that we just threw everything off, the Mayweather thing is just, I don't believe it.
Yeah, Dana White said it, then Mayweather said he never said he was actually going to do it, so he kind of backtracked a little bit. I think
his age.
Yeah, he's old. He's not old.
No, but
he's a young 40. He's a young 40.
Yeah, he's old for a fighter.
The amount of punishment that he's taken as a boxer is probably a lot less than most people take
in boxing.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. That's not a good analogy. That was so stupid.
It was a reach there.
Yeah, I'm yeah.
But he would get knocked out. I don't think he would.
Or choked out.
Right, yeah, right. He would, like, somebody would just take him down. It would be over, I think.
Yeah, but I don't, if he did it, I don't think they wouldn't be able to put him up against, like, a Max Holloway or Frankie Edgar or one of these high-level, Tony Ferguson.
How much does he weigh?
He fought McGregor at 154.
And that was
but
heavy.
He usually 147 was like his weight class, 140.
So what do you think he would fight in MMA? Probably around there, right?
145 is the weight
You think
class.
so?
It's 145, 135.
Yeah, but you don't think he would fight 155? Because he just fought an MMA fighter
he weighed
at
in
155.
He weighed in against McGregor at 149.5.
But at fight time, he was 155?
No, at fight time, I don't know what he was at fight time because they didn't say what his fighting weight. He was probably like a little bit heavier than that. But
yeah, because they carb up.
Yeah.
They fucking carb up.
But he would have probably... his comfortable weight is probably 145.
True.
Because he went in...
Yeah, but I feel like he'd have to put on more mass to fight MMA. Because they're just going to... Because he's small, dude. They're just going to look to take him down.
Well, he would probably even be able to get down to 135 even. But I don't think... I don't know.
I feel like he'd look really skinny.
He looked fine. He didn't even look like he had a... He
135, though?
People do that.
I know they do, but I don't know. At 41 years old... I don't know. It would be interesting.
140 because
it would be interesting just because it would be a showcase
the
last fight was.
I don't know the last time he fought at 140 was, but that was like 147 is an easy weight cut for him. 154, that was the first time he ever fought somebody at. I thought the second time was at 154. The second time he ever fought somebody at 154, but he never came in like at the weight. He was always well under it. He fought Cotto was 147, I think. I'm done fucking it up right now.
All right, so
yeah, then so just but somebody that's had a problem with weight cutting has been Khabib Nurmagomedov. He's the lightweight and he's supposed to fight next weekend. The big UFC 219 Holly Holm, who knocked out Ronda Rousey.
What date is that? Is that the 30th?
It's next Saturday. I think it's the 29th. No, it's the 30th because was it the 29th?
No, it's the 30th. The 31st is Sunday.
Yeah. Okay. That's a big card. Holly Holm against Cyborg.
Yeah, that's an interesting fight.
If Holly Holm beats Cyborg after she lost 3 fights in a row earlier this year.
You were gonna say she beat Rousey, but Rousey's career was like over.
Well, she exposed Rousey. She was the first one to beat her.
I don't know if she exposed her or if she just caught her at the right time because she lost after that too.
No, but Rousey was trying to fight stand up. When Rousey's known for her judo and for her ground game,
she caught a fucking kick to the side of the head.
Because Holly Holm has like 30 or 40 professional kickboxing fights.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She's a legit kickboxer.
I didn't know that.
And then when Rousey fought Amanda Nunes, I don't want to spend too much time on Rousey, but she fought Nunes' hands, she hits like a train.
Yeah, but I just feel like, I don't know. I just feel like they all, maybe not Holm, because Holm, now that you said all that, is just legit. She's legit.
She's legit to stand up, but her ground game isn't that good. That's why Miesha Tate beat her. The whole fight she had against Miesha Tate when she lost, she was kind of keeping her distance, checking her with her jabs, checking her with her kicks, and she was winning on the cards. But Miesha Tate got her at the last minute, I think, of the 5th round, and choked her out. And that's the difference. And that would happen to Mayweather within the first round.
Yeah. But that'll definitely be an interesting fight next week.
No, it's going to be interesting. I'm going to watch it. And the other fight, Edson and Khabib is a big fight because Khabib hasn't made weight, but he's 24-0. And he's a guy that is due for a title fight. He was supposed to fight Tony Ferguson earlier this year, but he couldn't make the weight. He had to get hospitalized like the night before the weigh-in because he was eating tiramisu and some shit. A lot of jokes about that.
What?
He took a picture on Instagram, I think, put tiramisu up. And but they said now he has a nutritionalist.
Wait. Don't just gloss over that like that's a normal fucking thing.
Yeah, no.
He was eating tiramisu and got sick?
No, that wasn't it. He wasn't eating to diet for a weight cut. He has a problem with his diet.
Okay.
But he's got a nutritionist now.
Yeah.
If I'm pronouncing that right. To help him with his weight cut now, and they're saying that he'll be on weight. But, you know, he probably should have had one a while ago.
I mean, if you're going to be a professional fighter, you should probably, like, act like a professional fighter.
But that dude is a grizzly bear. If he's talk about ground games in MMA, he had the last fight he had was he fought on the undercard of McGregor and Alvarez in New York.
Oh, that was the first fight here, right? That was not the first fight, the first pay-per-view in New York.
That might have been. I don't know if that was the first one.
No?
I think that was the first one, actually.
Yeah, because it's recent that
that was only recent.
they did it. I don't know how many there have been, but couldn't have been too many.
Yeah, that was last November, and this guy looks like, if he's on weight, because he's so big for that weight class, he's a monster. He's a Russian grizzly bear. Man. So I would like to see him win, and then I want to see McGregor fight Tony Ferguson. I want to see those two winners fight. I would like to see McGregor fight Diaz again.
Yeah, but I thought McGregor don't know if he's going back.
Well, that's what I'd like to see him fight Tony Ferguson.
Oh, okay.
But he did say recently that
he has no reason to go back though.
That those guys, the way he's living, he's got like six Ferraris and shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude needs to go back now.
No, he's good. He's good, bro. He just needs. I mean, I'm sure he has them already. A couple of endorsement deals, and that's it. You just sit back and collect checks, do a couple of commercials. You get paid millions, but you don't have to get punched in the face anymore. Yeah,
I know. But just if he wants to keep that lifestyle going, I don't know.
Peyton Manning's making it work.
He also needs an accountant.
Yeah, before he winds up like Mayweather.
Yeah.
More ridiculousness. So
Brother Love,
that's right. Brother Love wants to buy the North Carolina Panthers. Yeah, the North Carolina. So Brother Love, aka Diddy, aka P Diddy, aka Puff Daddy, aka Sean Puffy Combs, wants to buy the Carolina Panthers, and he called them the North Carolina Panthers. That was your first mistake.
What about my favorite part was his second mistake.
What? Which one? Talking about how he wants the best halftime show, or he wants to sign Colin Kaepernick to compete with Cam Newton, who went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I will immediately put Cam Newton in the running for starting quarterback. Not
right.
Cam Newton, Colin Kaepernick.
And I said that, and I know Colin Kaepernick went to the Super Bowl too, but Colin Kaepernick wasn't the quarterback the whole season, and Colin Kaepernick is nowhere near as good as Cam Newton. Nowhere near. It's not even like...
That would make sense on a lot of teams in the NFL. If you can say, I'm going to become the owner... Colin Kaepernick's going to be in the running. If you're like the GM of the Jets, that might make sense.
I don't think so.
But if you're the GM of the Panthers?
I don't think so, though, because...
I mean, the owner.
All right, now we're going to get in... do we get into the Kaepernick conversation right now? Do we do it?
Do you want to? Go ahead and roll with it.
It's just annoying at this point, to be honest with you, but... So I don't think he deserves a job, okay? And it has nothing to do with political views, racial issues. It has nothing to do with anything. It has to do with the fact it's the Tim Tebow effect. It's nobody wants the media, nobody wants the scrutiny, nobody wants the attention, and if you bring that, you better be one of the best at your position in the league, or nobody's gonna deal with it. That's why Tim Tebow does not play football anymore. Well, it's also because he sucks. Yeah. He's a lot worse than Colin Kaepernick. But the reason why he never got a chance after Denver is because of nobody wanted the attention. He went to the Jets and it was a joke.
Well, the Jets partially created that
because the Jets
they handled that as poorly as you could handle that.
But my point with Kaepernick is the attention and the fact that, in my opinion, you're at work. If I went to work and I did something to express my political views that created some sort of diversity or attention in the company that they didn't want or need, I would get told not to do it again. And if I did it again, I would be fired. And that's not just me, that's most people. And I understand that they're on TV and I understand they have a platform, but there's a time and place for things, and you're an employee. And if your boss is not okay with it, there's no reason for you to do it. And if you keep doing it, you don't deserve your job.
But was there a policy, or was there a...
you know what the policy is? I own this team, and I'm the boss.
Did he say that, though?
Jerry Jones did.
Jerry Jones isn't has nothing to do
with
the
I'm not saying Kaepernick in general. I'm saying, like... And that's why I don't agree with what he...
If the NFL made the thing the thing that gets me is that a lot of people do it now, and the whole conversation's been distorted as it comes to.
Yeah, it really has.
It's been,
that's why I said I didn't even really want to talk about it because it's just annoying at this point because it's all over the place.
I do something when they made a big deal about him kneeling. He was sitting down initially, but the reason why he went to kneeling, and this has kind of been forgotten about, is he spoke to a veteran. In the Veteran X, because he's a big 49er fan, the guy was from the Army, and because he wrote him an open letter, and Kaepernick responded to him. He reached out to him, and they came up with the compromise with Kaepernick kneeling. And I don't think he got enough credit for that, personally. I don't agree with what he's doing, but I think he has a right to do it. And I think a lot of the flag stuff too. Whatever the U.S. code is, it says that you can't use the flag for like merchandising.
Yeah, there's bathing suits and picnic fucking tables and whatever, but
it's
but the pigs on the socks thing, that was it's crossing a line. You could make your point and give your stance and stand up for whatever, but
I certainly think a lot of things could have been handled.
Yeah, like if you're trying to make a point, then why go low?
That was the pigs in the sock.
You know what I mean?
He must have known that was
sock thing. Just the Fidel Castro comments.
I don't remember that. Fidel Castro.
To make a long story short, he said Fidel Castro was a good guy. And then everybody was wondering why the Miami Dolphins weren't looking at Colin Kaepernick. Probably because Miami's like 95% Cuban.
Yeah. They got stuck with Jay Cutler.
I don't want to talk about
to add insult to injury.
Yeah, whatever.
But I think he's done a lot of charitable things the past year, though. I don't know if he should have been the man of the year or not, but I think the conversation is distorted, and I think that in order for people to, if you want to make progress on these issues, instead of one side digging their heels in and the other side equally digging their heels in, you got to understand what each side is coming from, because genuine people on each side believe that they're right, and they believe that they're right for a reason. But you're never going to get anywhere if you just close off and shut yourself down in a bubble.
Find the gray area in between.
There's a gray area in between most issues. And I know that as much as you think that you're right, the other side might think that they're equally right. And it doesn't mean that one of you is wrong or that they're a bad person. It's just we need to come together. There needs to be a bridge to connect each side. And that's a extremely frustrating thing in this country, because there is so much freedom. There's so much progress that can be made. But until you stop digging your heels in the ground and you reach across the table and you try to talk to somebody and you get to know them more than what's on the surface, we're never going to really reach the potential.
For disagreeing with you.
Yeah, disagreeing's fine. We just disagreed on that issue a little bit, but you could talk about things.
There's no video. You didn't see what was really happening between us. We almost went to blows, but anyway, to circle back, because now our whole conversation got distorted.
Yeah, we weren't even talking about that. That's not on the thing.
Diddy wants to bring in Colin Kaepernick to compete with Cam Newton.
Brother love,
excuse me. And it's crazy. For whatever reason, Colin Kaepernick can't compete with Cam Newton. Let's just leave the conversation there.
But I want to make a point. Sorry. Is it okay if I interject?
Yeah, go for it.
If you want to become an owner, the owners are kind of like they're trying to push Kaepernick away. If you really want to make progress, don't advertise that right on the surface that you're going to be putting him in the running.
Well, not even that. It's just other stuff that he said that was dumb too. It's like the North Carolina Panthers. First of all, genius. The Carolina Panthers originally played in South Carolina. Okay, that's first of all. So you don't even know about the team you're talking about.
Yeah, he didn't.
Okay?
He didn't like. He just seemed like he got on. He went on Instagram and went on a whim.
And then
was it on Instagram?
Yeah, I believe I saw it on Instagram. But then. And you're going to like this reference that I make right here because you're a big Knick fan, right? He said that he wants to have the best halftime show in the NFL. First of all, nobody cares about the halftime show except in the Super Bowl. Nobody does halftime shows like that.
You wait for the halftime to end.
Give me like hockey does it. Throw some little kids out there. Let them play around a little bit. And I'm cool with that. Have somebody sing for 10 minutes. But whatever. You don't need the best halftime show. Look at the movie Eddie with Whoopi Goldberg, right? Who came to town? Cowboy came to town, owned the Knicks, and he wanted the best halftime show. And she basically told him at the end, get on your horse and get the fuck out. You know? It's like, who cares about a halftime show? People want to win. That's all fans care about is winning.
No, that's all people. If Kaepernick brings a Super Bowl to the Jets.
Right. If Kaepernick brought a Super Bowl, nobody would care about what he's doing as fans. They might still disagree socially.
I wanted them to sign him But then I was like, I want this team to lose as many games.
I don't want to get back on this conversation again. I don't want to do it.
Well, let's try Vaughn.
It's polarizing and it's annoying.
It is very polarizing.
It's annoying. Jimmy Garoppolo.
Did Patriots make the right decision letting him go? Brady.
I think so, because Brady wants to play until he's 45.
Yeah, let him play. That's what. Let him sling.
Who?
Brady.
No.
Let Brady keep slinging for the Patriots. I'm saying.
No.
Do you want to get? Why?
Because I want him to break his legs and his arms. And
I'm a Jet fan. Yeah, let him retire
and go away somewhere.
Ron's a Dolphin fan somehow, and I'm a Jet
Ace Ventura, Dan Marino.
Oh yeah, that's the story. Most Dolphin fans.
No. I'm born in '89, like you, and when I was younger, he was the best quarterback in the league, and I used to watch him, and I was a big fan of him, and I became a Dolphins fan, and then Ace Ventura helped.
And then Tom Brady's been.
And then Tom Brady's been haunting my nightmares for the past 17 years. It's been horrible. But Jimmy Garoppolo in San Francisco, I like it.
That's a good move.
Yeah, the kid is good. He's real good.
I like that too as a Jet fan perspective.
I like that I could say the kid now, by the way, because now I'm older than a lot of them.
I hate that. But as a Jet fan, that makes me feel good because the Niners are going to have a higher pick in the draft. So they won't be looking for a quarterback.
Yeah, but now it shouldn't make you feel good because now their draft pick is worth a lot, and they'll trade it to a team that does need a quarterback. I guarantee that.
That could happen.
I could see them.
These quarterbacks, though, some of them it's hit and miss. You know?
You're lucky. Well, not you're lucky, but the Browns, if they would have got A.J. McCarron in that trade that got all fucked up, they would have the pick before the Jets too, and they also would not be picking a quarterback. But
the Browns will fuck it up.
Now they're going to, and they're going to fuck it up.
So I'm glad the Browns are ahead of them.
I feel so bad for them.
Yeah.
They're getting their first win this week, though. I'll talk about that in a minute. I'll give you some NFL picks.
The NFL quarterbacks. Any other quarterback news? Anybody else do anything spectacular last week that you want to apologize for?
Well, I would like to sincerely apologize to a man by the name of Blake Bortles. I trashed you last week, and I think maybe you heard.
It was a little rude.
It was rude. I listened to it back, and I went.
There's a way to do things, Ron.
And I did it the wrong way, and Blake Bortles proved me wrong. Went off last week. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but he went off. I believe over 300 yards, a few touchdowns.
Who did they play?
That's a good question. I should probably know that.
I shouldn't have asked you
that. But no, that's perfectly fine. Exposed. But Blake Bortles went off, and I have to apologize.
We'll see him. Let's see if he does it in the playoffs.
Right. If he wins a playoff game, I'll be really, really impressed. But what impressed me was, and why I said I think he heard what I said about him, is because in one of the
the interview,
in one of the press conferences, he said, I hear what people are saying, and some people are saying that I played like trash. And if this is me playing like trash, I'll keep playing like trash. I didn't call him trash. I said I might have said he's absolutely horrible or something like that.
Yeah, which is a little bit nicer than trash.
Is it?
Right? No.
They played the Texans, by the way, so I'm not that impressed. But but still, it's...
Yeah, do it again.
He did it, yeah. I would love to see them. Like, if Jacksonville...
They're a fun team.
If Jacksonville were the ones to beat the Patriots, I don't know. I don't know what I would do. I was on the Eli Manning to Jacksonville train.
I'm still on that train.
And I think I jumped off it. And I think I'm a Blake Bortles guy now.
No, not yet.
We'll
see.
Am I a Blake Bortles guy now? I don't know.
Went from saying he's absolutely horrible to... I
sound like Skip Bayless. Just flop back and forth.
So if you had a fantasy draft next year, are you taking Blake Bortles as your quarterback?
You know what? I might, but...
As a backup.
No, I might take him as a starter.
I hope I'm in your league.
Well, listen. I've gone undefeated before, buddy. All right, take it easy. But I'm one of these guys. I take a quarterback like round 7. Like I took Jameis Winston this year. Big fucking mistake.
Yeah.
Don't anybody do that.
Why are you breaking?
But because preseason they were looking to be like NFC champions.
They might still. He still might turn it around. I like Jameis Winston.
They can't even make the playoffs, can they? I don't think
No,
so.
I'm saying like for the future.
Oh yeah. Well, I think he needs a change of environment. That's what I think. I honestly think the Tampa Bay Bucks have to trade him and Mike Evans, and I think they need to start over.
Evans was hurt a lot this year, wasn't he?
No, he was on my fantasy team. He just wasn't very good for the second half of the season. Yeah, it was crazy. Winston was hurt a lot. Winston missed 3 games. But yeah, I think they need to trade Evans, trade Winston, and I think Tampa Bay needs to start over, and it sucks because they were so close.
Yeah, close.
Deshaun Jackson went there and disappeared.
I didn't like that signing.
I did. Vincent Jackson was there, disappeared. I don't know. They need to change everything. I don't think their coach is very good. Dirk Cutter, I believe, is their coach.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure.
Not sure. We don't claim to be experts in everything. We're fans.
Yeah, right. I mean, I'm not researching, but
yeah, we don't have.
But Dirk Cutter is I was right. But yeah, I don't think he's very good. I don't think them as a team is very good. Individually, they have some great players, but yeah. So
if you're the first pick next year,
that's what I was just gonna ask you.
Okay,
go ahead.
I would take Todd Gurley.
Todd Gurley?
I think
I would do the same thing I did this year when I had the first pick in the draft.
Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah, Le'Veon Bell.
I took
all day.
I had the first. I took David Johnson.
Yep. See, David Johnson didn't prove it to me. You know, David Johnson had one great year where he was like, "Hey, what's up? I'm the first round pick. What's up?"
This guy's an oracle now.
And Le'Veon Bell did it for years and years, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go with the guy who can show me every year, and I don't trust David Johnson. And then David Johnson got hurt, and I looked like a genius.
I hate that pick. When I got
the first pick, I don't really like it either.
I knew it was gonna get fucked up.
I like having 11 or 12 in a 12-team league.
12-team league. I had my second round pick was Rodgers too, which is fucking.
My second round pick was Odell.
Oh, it sucks.
Yeah,
we should have Bell.
Yeah, true. And then I wound up trading Devontae Adams, Devontae Parker, and Ezekiel Elliott
the
for Mike Evans and AJ Green.
These drafts, you got to get a couple of core guys in them.
Yeah,
but my team's always completely different at the end of the season. Maybe it's because I'm always drafting fucking Peterson and then
I'm a free agents guy too.
Yeah,
I go crazy on
especially with like running backs. I feel like there's always
defenses. I have a different defense almost every week.
Yeah, me too.
Matchups. Got to play matchups. Okay. Well, we were talking about women's UFC before. Let's touch on something
very similar.
I don't know how many people out there still watch it that are around our age or whatever, but I'm still a fan. The WWE has just announced goal Rangers. They didn't announce that, but the Rangers just scored a goal, and that's a good thing. It's now 3-3 in the third period. They just tied it up against Toronto with 7:51 left in the third.
Go hockey!
What a goal! Anyway. So the WWE just announced the first ever women's Royal Rumble match at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view in January.
You know what might happen though? I just thought of this.
I think you just thought of what I was going to say to you before. Go ahead.
Ronda Rousey?
Yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. Before we were talking about it,
that's what
you said. You thought Asuka was gonna win because she's undefeated. And I said, I'll talk about it later, and I'll let you know. And that was it. It was Ronda Rousey is going to come in.
She's been in negotiations. It's been rumored for months.
No, she's training with them right now.
Yeah,
she's training with them. I'm pretty sure Natalya is doing some training with her. Natalya Neidhart.
That'd be pretty cool.
What I personally think is going to happen is Ronda Rousey comes in. Who's the only person that's legitimate enough to beat Asuka?
Ronda Rousey.
Well, there you go. WrestleMania, you have Asuka as the champ. You know, you get the belt on her by WrestleMania. You have Ronda Rousey win the Royal Rumble. The winner of the Royal Rumble, as always, fights the champ. Rousey versus Asuka. Rousey, her first ever WrestleMania, wins the fucking title, which would be fucking dope and it would be cool. Awesome. And
that'll be her first. Has she lost yet?
Who, Asuka?
Yeah.
No, and that's what I was just saying. She would break Asuka's undefeated streak. She's been undefeated for like 2 years.
Yeah. She like beat Goldberg's record, I think.
She did. She did beat
crazy.
Goldberg's record. Goldberg's legit record. Goldberg's record back in the day got so inflated. In
I
like
love
1 year,
I love
Goldberg. But I have his autograph. But in like a year, he had like 160 wins. They're only on TV once a week.
Well, yeah, they were counting like the night.
Even the house shows.
Even
the house shows. He's not fighting 160 times in a year.
He's Goldberg.
Yeah, true. All he wanted to know was who's next.
There's
That's
only
all he
52 weeks in a year.
All right, that's what I'm saying.
But it's Goldberg, so you know.
He'd have to be fighting over 3 times a week.
She probably was.
No way.
I think
in the beginning maybe, but WCW I don't think did house shows like that.
Yeah, but I believe it.
But anyway, the Women's Royal Rumble, first time ever, should be pretty cool. Women from the Raw brand and SmackDown, because in case you didn't know, they're split right now.
Yeah. I think probably have like 20.
I think it'll be pretty good.
Did they say the number? How many are they going to have?
No, they just said every woman is competing, I'm pretty sure, except the 2 champs, obviously. I don't know how many it is. Let's try and name them real quick.
Sasha Banks.
I was just going to start there. So, who's the champs?
Woman Crush Wednesday.
I'm in love with Alexa Bliss. So, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte are the champs, so they won't be in the matches, right? Yeah. So you got Sasha, Bayley, Nia Jax.
Feel the Glow. I love her too. I don't know.
What's
I can't
her
think of her
name? Oh, Naomi.
Yeah. It's great.
Tamina.
Nia Jax is a
Becky.
Big broad. I don't think she's gonna win.
No, they're gonna use her like they do like the Big Show. Yeah. How are they gonna get her over? Yeah. Oh, 6 people. We gotta do it at the same time.
She'll be like the last one or something.
Yeah. Ronda Rousey. Asuka. Natalia.
This is all you. I haven't said like one name. I said Sasha Banks. I'm trying to think.
The 6 girls that just joined.
Alicia Fox.
Alicia Fox is 10. The
Paige.
6 girls that just joined.
Paige is back.
Yeah, I'm counting her in the 6 because they're the 3 women factions. Okay. So that's 16.
And then there's probably a couple with again. So probably about 20.
Maybe Lana might be thrown in there.
There might be another return.
Yeah, there might be Mickie James.
Yeah.
Dana Brooke. That's 18. And we're probably missing 1 or 2. Maria Kanellis. 19. I think she's hurt. I don't know if she'll be back in time. But it's probably around 20. It's probably around 20.
Lita.
Dude. No joke. Trish Stratus tweeted about it, like when it was announced, whatever. Congratulations to all the women, blah, 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 blah. ... Where are my boots? Or something like that.
How you doing, Trish Stratus?
Yo, how you doing, Trish Stratus? I've been saying how you doing, Trish Stratus, since like 2000. Oh, man. Love that woman. Love her. Anyway, moving on. So it's Saturday night. Tomorrow, Sunday, December 24th.
Christmas Eve.
It's Christmas Eve.
It's Christmas Eve right now.
So we're reaching towards the end of the podcast right now. And what we want to do is we want to mellow it out and send you into your holiday.
I love that voice, Ron.
that was like my smooth radio voice. I don't know if it worked. I would love to hear it back. I would love to hear it back.
My dick just moved a little.
A little? I just went from 6 to midnight. That's from...
I heard that from somewhere.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Okay.
Jonah Hill. Hilarious. But anyway, yeah, the podcast is ending in a few minutes. We want to end it on a Christmas note. I should probably... we can do it after. I'll talk to you about it later. Anyway, we'll edit that part out.
Yeah, the Christmas complaints.
yeah, we're going to start our Christmas topics with some Christmas complaints. Bah fucking humbug.
Yeah, bah humbug. The mall. Any mall. Doesn't matter where you are.
Any mall.
The mall always sucks at this time.
Yeah, the mall sucks. The mall parking lot. The mall parking lot is worse than the mall itself.
Did you go to the mall?
Nope. I told you I ordered everything online. You drove past it though.
You saw all these idiots.
I take the bus past it when I come home from work, and it looks like a fucking prison.
It's brutal. I freaking parked in like Jersey to go to the mall in Staten Island today.
Yeah, you gotta... Oh my
Dude,
God.
I feel like every time I go to a mall during the holidays, there's these kiosks that stand up in the mall, and they have this new product that's around just for Christmas, so people buy it, and then they disappear until next Christmas.
Well, actually, that's accurate because I used to work at one of them. Remember those Power Balance bracelets?
Oh no!
Oh yes.
Did you
I worked 13 days in a row. I made $2,000, buddy.
You got some of those things are the worst.
Yeah.
I had one like an idiot.
I did the demonstrations and like had people. Yo, what? All right, so
scam.
True story. Yeah, they are a scam, and I don't believe in them. Didn't believe in them, but something blew my mind. Like they're 100% a placebo.
Oh yeah.
100% a placebo. So this lady came, right?
Oh my god, this feels so real.
Yeah, except she was in a wheelchair.
And she stood up.
Dude,
you're a miracle worker.
No lie. And I was there by myself. And
of course you were.
As soon as I said that, I was like, oh, man. But I was in Woodbridge Mall and I was working at the stand, and I'm laughing now. Lady pulls up in a wheelchair and she wants to buy them for like her nephew and blah blah blah, and I'm like, I usually do a demonstration.
But you're in a wheelchair.
Well, she wasn't like handicapped. She was like an older woman, a little heavy set. So she just had like
those rover things.
It might have been. I don't remember, but she had like leg problems. Like she maybe because of her weight or something. I'm not 100% sure. But
I got a story in a second.
And yeah, so she rolled over and
she rolled over.
She rolled over to me, and she wanted to buy one for her grandson or her nephew or something. And I told her about the demonstration, so I kind of did it with her, but it was like a struggle, right? But she bought one for herself because she noticed like a little bit of an effect.
Oh Jesus!
I swear to you that she came back.
Oh my God!
And she like thanked me and like praised me and like said that it helped her so much. And I don't remember if she bought more or not. I'm not 100% sure, but like she went crazy about them. But anyway,
maybe she just decided to like walk around a little.
She said it helped her walk, and I don't know. I don't know
what helps?
It's 100% a placebo. I'm not saying it works, but
no, I know.
Yeah, these fucking Christmas products are weird, and they only come once a year. It's crazy. Scams.
That's a good story.
Yeah, it's crazy.
When I flew a couple of weeks ago, and
would you drink a Red Bull?
I saw.
Oh God, I'm funny.
I saw a woman, an older woman, struggling to take her bag over the overhead storage bin, and I went to help her, but then something happened.
Dun dun dun.
I think I might be a bad person. Well, maybe I'm not a bad person.
I think you might be too.
Because I thought to myself, well, why would I help this person? Why is she carrying around stuff that she obviously needs help carrying?
Right, I was thinking the same thing.
And then she like looked like she wanted somebody to help her. But lady, that's on you. Why are you gonna walk? Why are you gonna go somewhere?
Right.
Unless
you can't help somebody that can't help themselves.
Yeah.
You know, when the plane's going down, you're talking about planes, you put the mask on yourself first.
Before you help others.
Right, exactly. You got to be able to help yourself before anyone can help you, or you can help someone else.
If she was traveling with family, it might have been a different story, but in society, we need to encourage strength.
Yeah, you reap what you sow, lady. Anyway, back to this tied into Christmas complaints. The kiosks in the mall. The parking in the mall. The mall in general.
The people in the mall.
And the people in general.
Oh my God.
And tomorrow, Christmas Eve, I'll be traveling to Long Island. So my Christmas complaint, shout out to everybody I'll be stuck in traffic with on the Belt Parkway. Because we're going to be there for like 2 hours.
That's the worst.
It's going to be horrible. It's going to be horrible.
Belt Parkway.
A 40-minute drive, 45-minute drive on a normal day with no traffic is going to take me about 2 hours, maybe more. It's taken me 3 before on Thanksgiving or Easter or Christmas, some holiday. But it sucks. Traffic
the belt is the worst.
Sucks. The belt is the worst. The southern states sucks too. And it's just 4 hours of traveling. That's not fun.
Yeah. I told you my girlfriend lives in Queens. It's the fucking worst.
You going there?
We're going to Long Island Christmas Day.
That's probably just as bad.
You think so?
I don't know. I never travel on Christmas Day. We usually stay.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe most people are like that.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm hoping.
But it sucks. All right, so there was something I wanted to do. For those of you that don't know, for those of you that don't know and aren't on Twitter, there's something called hashtag games where they take a hashtag and it's a topic and you go by that topic and basically you come up with funny things that have to do with that topic. So, for example, the hashtag that they did the other day that I want to just go over because it's pretty funny was hashtag millennial Christmas songs. And there were some good ones on here. Or hipster Christmas songs, excuse me. So, the ones that I came up with, and if you want to throw any in, Tone, go ahead. I said a hipster Christmas song is I'm Dreaming of a Lit Christmas.
Oh my God.
Rocking Around the Equality Tree. The 12 Protests of Christmas. And Rudolph the Red-Nosed Liberal.
He just pissed off a lot of people.
Yeah, so if you are pissed off, you can go ahead and keep it to yourself because I don't really care, to be honest with you.
It's a joke, people. Come on, humor is important.
And some more that I'm gonna take off Twitter, and I'm not gonna give anybody's @ because I don't know these people, and I don't know if they want me to. But Rudolph the Socially Woke Reindeer.
Oh my God, this is great.
It's the most wonderful time for a beard.
That is it. That defines hipsters.
That one really does. Well, you know Dasher and Dancer and Fidget and Spinner.
Fidget spinners, don't get me started.
Jingle Man Buns. And I'll leave it off with Vegan Bell Rock.
Vegan Bell Rock.
Vegan Bell Rock.
Dude, I went to a vegan restaurant the other day. It smelled really good.
Really?
I was like, yo, I need a steak.
Be honest with you, my sister... I was
shocked.
I asked my sister to order me a cookbook, and I didn't realize, I'm pretty sure it's a vegan cookbook, but it's like the dopest cookbook. The Thug Kitchen cookbook. Did you ever hear of it?
No.
It's really cool. It's like, I follow their Instagram page, and the shit they come up with is awesome. And like, I'll just throw meat in there myself because I'm a fucking carnivore animal.
Yeah.
But like the shit they come up with is sick. It's pretty cool.
The only, and this is real quick, it ties into the hipster theme of like vegans. It was cash only. What fucking place is cash only to the 2017?
Well,
hipsters,
it's like
they're trying to be trendy. Oh, we only accept cash here, man.
Exactly. Like it's a fucking speakeasy, which is another thing that is popping up everywhere because of these people that annoys me. But anyway, that's a topic for another time. We'll do hipster complaints on another show.
Yeah, that'll be next week. No, that's not a promise.
But with that being said, I think we're done here. Going into the weekend. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy Kwanzaa. If you're follow that. I think Hanukkah passed already.
Yeah, Hanukkah's over. I asked someone today.
I'm so socially. I'm not woke.
We're not cultural.
Hashtag not woke.
Not woke. Not woke. We'll get woke by the next podcast.
But yeah, we
won't.
We appreciate everybody's support. Do you have anything else, man?
Yeah, we're gonna end this one with a song. Friend of mine sent this song in. It's her version of Jingle Bell Rock. You can follow her on Instagram. I'll get that in one quick second.
And if you guys want to send us anything, we'll be happy to play your stuff.
You can follow her on Instagram at Lil Red Honeybee. It's all one word. And this is Jingle Bell Rock by Bianca Celestina. See you next week.
Thanks for listening. Remember, it's not just a podcast. It's a network.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing up bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bell. one-horse sleigh.